All right, NoCoasters, welcome back to our at-home workout. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. I'm just going to scoot in here, give you a close-up version of our full equipment, basic equipment. Down here we've got our no equipment and barbell strength. I guess I'll squeeze the cash out in there as well. Come back up for some scaling. And then we'll come down for warm-up and movement prep. All right, you guys can take notes, take some screenshots, whatever you need to get that. I'm going to walk through it all here too, so I'll show you exactly what we're looking for this workout today. All right, looks like we got good setup here. All right. Cool. So today we got a 20-minute AMRAP. This is Tuesday's workout. Sam and I were actually teasing this last week. I know a few of you were a little nervous. No need to be. This really is a fun workout. The workout, we'll start with our full equipment version. 20 minutes, okay, 20-minute AMRAP. We're going to start with a 1 mile run. This is your buy-in. Once you're done that, the remaining time that you have left, you're going to AMRAP 5 heavy clean and jerks and 10 burpee box jump overs, okay? All of our workouts, the basic and no equipment, are work this way, okay? The 20 minutes, 1 mile run buy-in, and then what's just gonna change is basically this clean and jerk piece, okay? And I'll run through those in 1 second here. Just so that we're on the same page, we understand how this works, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Take off for your 1 mile run. If you get back in 8 minutes, okay, that means that you have 12 minutes to AMRAP as many rounds of this couplet, okay? I'll go over a few options actually for the run here in a second as far as scaling. Let's move down to our basic equipment. Same 1 mile run, okay, when you get back. Basic equipment, guys, if you have a dumbbell or maybe even a set of dumbbells, you're gonna do dumbbell or kettlebell, basically single arm clean and jerk, okay? We're gonna bump this up to 10 reps. And we also have our 10 burpee box jump overs, okay? For our no equipment people, same 1 mile run. When you get back, we're doing 5 inverted burpees and then 10 burpee stick jumps, okay? So let's kind of roll through these pieces here, okay? Scaling for the run, okay? Everybody's got the 1 mile run. If that's a little bit long for you, I suggest either just reducing the distance. We can go 800, 1,000, 1,200, whatever works for you. My suggestion is that we don't go longer than about 10 minutes, okay? We want at least 10 minutes to be able to work on this couplet, okay? Obviously faster, you can get the run done, or even if it's closer to 8, you scale and it's closer to 8-minute run, that's perfect. That gives you a solid 12 minutes to work here, okay? If for whatever reason you can't run, you can't get outside, and you have either a rower or air bike, we have some options here. The row would be a 2,000 meter row, and the air bike would be 120 calories for guys, 80 calories for ladies, okay? As far as, we'll start with the clean and jerk, and we'll kind of go through each piece here. 5 clean and jerks, this is meant to be heavy, so 60% of your 1 rep max. When you're fresh and all kind of ready to go, you could potentially do 5 of these unbroken, okay? In the workout, obviously after the 1 mile run, getting into some of these rounds, for me, every rep was singles, okay? I didn't do any doubles or triples, but it's kind of up to you where you're at in this workout. You can obviously strategize that how you need to, okay? Down here for our basic equipment for the clean and jerk, for most of us, it's going to be a single arm, okay, whether that's a kettlebell or dumbbell. I'd like to see us touching the ground, okay, between every rep, okay? So touch the ground and then to the shoulders and overhead, okay? With the dumbbell, we can go between our feet. We can go to the outside. It's up to you how you want to approach that. And then if you have a sandbag, we're still going to do 10 reps because we can't load this up, obviously more than 75 pounds, but go heavy with it. And same thing, we're going from the ground to our shoulders to overhead, okay? So for you guys, those are our clean and jerk options. We're going to do 10 reps, okay? For our inverted burpee, again, this is the candlestick roll to the kick to handstand, okay? So set yourself up so that you're out far enough away from the wall so that when you get out of your candlestick roll, you can plant your hands on the ground and kick yourself up, okay? But our inverted burpee is, again, candlestick roll and kick to handstand, okay? Make sure that both heels get on the wall at the same time before we kick back down into your next rep. As far as, we'll come back just to touch on each of these. We already kind of touched enough on the clean and jerk. For the single arm, every round needs to be 5 reps with your right and then 5 reps with your left. Yesterday with our overhead squat, single arm overhead squat, you could mix that up however you want it to. Today, we need to go 5 and then 5 on each side, okay? If you have a set of dumbbells, so 2 dumbbells, let's do this workout with both sides, okay? For the inverted burpee, a few ways we can scale this. One, with the candlestick roll specifically. If you have some mats that you can kind of build yourself up to roll on and your heels are a little bit lower, obviously a little easier to stand up out of that. It's kind of like rolling out of bed, okay? If your feet hit the floor, you can just kind of pop up. The higher you build that mat, the easier it is, okay? The other way, if you don't have any mats to kind of help build yourself up a little bit, as you come out of the roll, just push your hands on the ground and drive yourself up, okay? So you're just using your hands to get yourself out of it, okay? As far as the kick to handstand, if you're not comfortable kicking up, one thing we can do is we plant our hands on the ground. I've got my kick leg, which is my left leg, and then I've got my swing leg, which is going to be my right leg. So I'm kicking off the ground with my left. My left leg is going to stay close to the ground, and I'm reaching my right leg up to the wall, okay? So that would be scaling option number 2. As long as you have that overhead mobility and strength to support yourself, you're just keeping that one leg lower so that you have something close to the ground to get yourself back down, okay? The third option is going to be an incline push-up. So I have my box here. If you have a table or a chair or a couch or something that you could do this on, you're basically, I got a little bit too much stuff here in the way, but I'm going to do my candlestick roll. And when I stand up, I'm just going to get down to my box here, do my incline push-up, stand up, get back down into my candlestick roll. Okay, so there's some options for you for the candlestick roll specifically, but also our dumbbell, kettlebell, sandbag, clean and jerk, and then obviously for those of you who have a barbell, we got 5 clean and jerks with the barbell. All right, we'll go over some movement prep for that here soon. Okay. Last piece we got to talk about is our burpee box jump over. If needed, we can scale the height of this. Okay, so 24 inches for guys, 20 inches for ladies is going to be a prescribed height. If that's a little too high, by all means lower it. If at home you don't have the exact 24 or 20 inches, just get as close as you can, okay? For those of you who don't have a box or you don't have something sturdy enough to jump onto, we can do a stick jump, okay? So I have my PVC. If you have a broomstick, any of that works. I'm just going to balance it on my box or chair or whatever you're using, okay, to get to the height that you want. I'll do my burpee, I'll jump over, turn around, that's 1 rep. I'll do my burpee, jump over, 2 reps. Okay, and we'll get our burpee stick jumps that way, okay? So that should be, that should cover it on our scaling. If we jump in here to warm up today, we're gonna start with a 400 meter jog, okay? So just nice and easy, 400 meters. When you get back, you can do these dynamic stretches in place or back and forth in your driveway, on the sidewalk, wherever you have some room. Okay, so the first one will be a lunge. Okay, walking lunge or just a step back lunge. Okay, second stretch will be our Spider-Man lunge or Spider-Man crawl. Okay, third one will be a quads and knee hug stretch. Hold for a few seconds, swing around, hold for a few seconds, and then obviously switch sides. All right, and then we're gonna get some high knees, some butt kickers, some pose running skips, and the drill against the wall. We actually did all of these yesterday. I'll do a quick review, and then we'll be back out for another 400 meter run. Okay, so high knees, these again can be done in place or back and forth. Okay, but we want to try to get our knees up to that hip height. Okay, butt kickers, trying to get our heels kicking our butt. And then our pose running drill. Remember the pose position, we're using our hamstring to pull up. I'm trying to get my heel right underneath my hip. Okay, and I'm coming straight back down. Take a step, stiff leg or straight leg, pose, step. Okay, and so if you've got that, we can make that into a little bit more of a skip. Okay, our last drill is going to be the wall run, and again, hands are against the wall, and I'm going back and forth with my with both legs this time, getting that heel up under my hip and coming straight back down. Okay, and we're basically going to jog in place, but I'm also now adding this little bit of a lean into the wall and a run. Okay, once you get 30 seconds to a minute with that wall drill, again, we're going to go back out for another 400 meter run. Let's make sure that we're practicing the pose run, especially in the second run. When we get back, we're going to go into some arm circles. Okay, for all of these stretches, okay, forward and backwards, 10 reps of each is going to be good to get you guys nice and warm. From there, we'll go into bear hugs, arm swings, okay, and then we're going to go toe touches. Okay, from toe touches, let's get down onto the ground. We're going to get a push up to downward dog, and when we do these, I want you to spend a little bit of extra time stretching your calves out. Okay, so if we actually only do a total of 5 reps, if we're spending a little bit more time in downward dog, stretching out those calves, that'll help us with the running and the jumping that we got coming up. Okay, let me get back down on the ground. The last piece here is our mobility for today. We're going to do a pancake stretch. So when I'm down here, feet get out as wide as you can, and we're going to lean forward into this stretch. If you have a dumbbell or kettlebell or any kind of weight, something you can hold on to, okay, that's going to help you stay in a better position, okay, for the stretch. Okay, if you want to reach over to the side, okay, whatever you need to get stretched out, let's go at least a minute. If you want to go 2 minutes or longer, you can do that as well, okay? All right, movement prep. All right, so we'll start movement prep. We'll go over clean and jerk, and then we'll talk about our inverted burpee, okay? If you have a barbell, we're going to do our basic barbell warm-up, okay? So 5 reps of each of these. We've got good mornings. We've got our back squats, press, okay, and elbow rotations, all right? 5 reps of each, okay? You guys can jump on that. If you don't, we have a dumbbell, kettlebell, or sandbag. We're going to hit some straight leg deadlifts, okay? This is a lot like our good morning. We'll get the weight up into that goblet squat position, and we'll get 5 reps of our squats. Dumbbell up on our shoulder. If we can strict press, go with a strict press. If we need to Give a little bit of a push press. Push press is fine, but let's get 5 on the right, 5 on the left, okay? So that's our basic either barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever we got. From here, we're gonna go into some clean and jerk drills, okay? So I'll do this one with the PVC today. Whatever piece of equipment, you're gonna do the same thing, okay? If it's a single arm, make sure we get reps on obviously both sides, all right? So the first thing we're gonna do is just hang clean drills, okay? So the first one is our high pulls, okay? And again, if it's a single arm, just zipping up the front of your jacket, okay? From there, let's get our cleans, okay? Once we get our cleans, we'll get a push press. So remember, we want dip straight down, drive straight up, and press. And again, if we're on a single arm, get reps on both sides, okay? From there, okay, so we've done some hang clean, some push press, okay? We're gonna go down to below the knee, and we're gonna go a few drills, clean drills. First one is gonna be just that first pull, okay? And then a regular clean, okay? If you, again, have a kettlebell, dumbbell, let's do single arm, just that good. You can do a full deadlift if you want, but we wanna make sure that we have a good setup position, chest is up, butt's down, and then we wanna get into our actual dumbbell clean or kettlebell clean, whatever it is, okay? From there, keep the weight up on our shoulders, and we're gonna start working on the jerk. Remember, jerk is our dip, drive, okay? And as soon as I drive, I'm pressing the bar and dropping back into my dip, okay? At this point, okay, especially if you have a barbell, start warming up some weight. If you're doing dumbbell, kettlebell, sandbag, you can grab a few more reps if you want. Make sure you're comfortable with your weight, with the movement, okay? For our inverted burpee, okay? We're gonna start with hollow rocks, okay? So remember, the hollow position is right here, okay? If we need to make it a tuck hollow, a single leg, arms up or down, whatever variation works for you. Let's get at least 10 hollow rocks, okay? Make sure that we're pressing that low back into the ground. We're keeping our abs nice and tight, okay? From there, we're going to kick up into a handstand for 10 seconds, okay? If you're not comfortable up in the handstand, you can either do a wall walk or we can get a plank, okay? To get ready for those push-ups, okay? From here, get enough space here. We're gonna do some candlesticks, okay? I'll do 2 reps. First one is our traditional candlestick, not using my hands. Second one I'll do is that little push, okay, out of the bottom, all right? Either one is fine, but let's practice 5 candlestick rolls, okay? We're just kind of breaking this movement up into the 2 different pieces, all right? From here, we're just gonna do kick to handstands, okay? Both heels touch, come right back down. 5 reps, okay? If you are scaling this so that you're only doing the 1 foot up, do that. If you're doing an incline push-up, let's do 5 incline push-ups, okay? And then the last one, I already demoed it, so I'll save you the time and demo here, but 3 incline burpees, okay? So your candlestick roll into your kick up, okay? All right, so from here, we've got our run warmed up. We've got our clean and jerk warmed up. We've got our inverted burpee. Last thing we got to do is our burpee box jump over, okay? If you have a box, bench, a chair, whatever you're jumping over or on, get it out. Let's get 10 jumps, okay? Make sure we're stepping down. Once you get your 10 jumps, if you want to stretch your calves out a little bit more, maybe get some ankle circles, we can do that. From there, I want to get 5 burpees. Okay, so remember our burpee, traditional burpee, chest touches the ground. Okay, stand back up. If you don't want to jump, we don't need to. We're gonna bring that in here in a second. We're jumping onto the box. From here, I want you to practice some box jump overs. Okay, so the footwork might be a little bit different than our traditional box jump. Practice those box jump overs, whether we're jumping on the box, down, whether we're jumping over the box or jumping over a stick. Excuse me. Practice whatever you're going to do in the workout. Okay, and then let's put it all together. Burpee box jump over for 3 reps. Okay, before we get going here. All right. So those are our warm-up and movement prep. Last few pieces here. We've got our cash out. I'll go over first, and then we'll hit our strength piece. Okay, so cash out. Every Tuesday this month, we've been knocking out some handstand practice. Work on it for 10 minutes. This can be handstand holds, so just kick up against a wall, try to hold. You can do like a Tabata, okay, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We can do wall walks up to a hold. If you're confident with your holds, we can do push-ups. We can practice push-ups or negatives, okay? So if you don't quite have handstand push-ups yet, handstand negatives are a great way to build strength. You can put a little pillow or something under your head, and you're just gonna kick up and just lower as slowly as you can, okay? If you can get 10 or more seconds lowering, going that slow, okay, you're doing really well, okay? And if you've got all that, the handstand walks would be our final option here, okay? That's our cash out. Barbell strength, last piece. Tuesdays we've been doing your weakness lift. So our options here are back squat, front squat, overhead squat, or deadlift. Whatever you feel is your weakness, you should be sticking with that same thing throughout this month. Every 2 minutes, every 2 minutes for 8 rounds, we're doing 15 reps in set 1 and 3 reps in set 2. Okay, so set your clock, get your weight on the bar, and again, I said this last week, but be a little bit conservative. Okay, so it's going to add up to be a lot of reps. Hit your 15 reps, and then you have the remainder of the 2 minutes to rest and put on some weight. Okay, we want to add weight to get up to a fairly heavy 3. Okay. Once you hit those 3, again, you have the rest of those that 2-minute period to strip that weight back off to what you just had for 15 reps. Okay, we're going to alternate back and forth for 8 sets. Okay, that's it for today. Let us know how you do. Let us know if you think this was as bad as Sam and I made it sound. I thought it was actually really a lot of fun. Definitely a very tough workout, but again, let us know how you do on either be on the whiteboard, Facebook, and we'll chat tomorrow.